All right. You've made it this far. That means you're ready for the shift. And chaos, the chaos part, that's the real shift. Hello, my beautiful warriors of chaos. Yes, you've been upgraded to chaos. And of course, the ultimate goal is love. But acknowledging chaos is the real first step, don't you think? The reason I'm focusing so much on this part, by the way, the reason I have the Divine Chaos series is because my whole life, myself and others around me, we've learned to bypass. We rush to healing. We escape the uncomfortable. We've learned to bury the trauma, you know, and now it's time. And I feel like for me, since I've been facing the ugly, you know, opening the doors of the prison cells, you know, opening these like Pandora box within me, it's been very challenging, but it's been so rewarding as well, because I'm seeing a part of me that I actually love, and that, but it's not pretty, and it's not with a bow on top of it. It's like just me. So I just wanted to give you this little intro, and let's get into these readings. We're first starting out with the chaos, and then we're moving into what's coming because of this ugly that you are moving through. And I guess it's more of me wanting you to join me on this journey, because it's so uncomfortable. It's very challenging. I'm very challenged. I've been challenging myself as well to be living in the nothing zone and to just allow things to come up and clear. So let's get into the reading, because it's a tarot reading after all. And before I begin the reading, I also want to tell you that as you can see on my channel, if you guys follow me on Instagram and Facebook, even in YouTube, I have on shorts now as well. I'm doing a lot more of that. I have like a system going kind of thing. I do soul drops, I do chaos notes, I do a lot of reflective content. And I'm going to be introducing a music portal where I'm going to talk about healing, music as healing. And of course, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the band that activated me last year, and Stray Kids, which is a South Korean band. But I'm going to talk about other music as well, so it's just going to be all encompassing. All right, let's get into these readings. I love you, and do like, share, comment, subscribe. Super thanks me if you can. Do whatever you got to do to help me, support me on this channel. I would really appreciate it. I won't be repeating this again, so I'll see you in your readings. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. I love your reading. I love everybody's reading, but I kind of love this reading. I love what you have to let go of. So the first card is your chaos, is what you're releasing. And I was surprised to see this, but I understand it now. So this is a dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. 19, 10, a new beginning. The dog is loyal, right? The dog is playful. The dog is loving. And the fact that you're being asked to release yourself from what you love, I find that powerful, because that means that some of you are holding on to someone in your life that you love, something that you love, a job, a career, a business, a job, a career, same thing, a business, a hobby, a lifestyle, a home, people in your life, whether it's like a relationship, romantic, whether it's family, whatever it is, someone in your life that you cherished, loved, and now it's just not aligning with you anymore. But you're being a dog and you're being loyal to it. And Sagittarius has this kind of this energy as well, but yours is more with someone in your life or something, right? Somewhere where you feel this loyalty, like a dog, to You're holding on with dear life because what will people say otherwise? I've invested a lot of money and time and energy in this. I truly love them, Sabrina, but it's just not working. It's just not working. I have an obligation, though. I feel this obligation to this person, this job, because I've been there for 30 years or 20 years, or it's all the same thing. It's like this idea that we have stuck in our heads that we have to follow, and this energy is saying absolutely not. I don't know how many times we have to open the path for you, open this lane for you to understand. Like, we're gonna have to bring this up in many shape, ways, and form before you fully understand this. But why are you hanging on to this? You're attaching to something you once loved, and maybe you still love it, but it's a misalignment. Okay, and your final outcome is the King of Pentacles, which we'll get into once we go through all these cards. I don't remember what the cards are, but we're going to look at it. The Strength card shows up, the Force. Leo energy, the Strength, right? It's courage, bravery, showing up with this, and it takes a lot of bravery to stand up and say, okay. I can only equate it to a relationship, because how many times, if I look back at how many times have I stayed in a relationship because ... because I was loyal to his family, because I was loyal to the relationship itself, the commitment of it all, because I never had children, but most people will say, well, because I have children with him or her, right? Or because we fought for this, or because it's 10 years now, Sabrina, it's 20 years now. Like, what's the point? Oh my God, how many times have I had clients that say, well, I'm already 25 years in, so what's the point? I hate my husband, but who cares? I'm like, oh my God, people. I'm like, no, man. It doesn't matter what age you are, but like, you're forcing you're forcing the universe to comply with you. Think about it like that. I'm going to use this card as the forcing card. Yes. Because the universe does not listens to you 100%. It follows you, and it brings you into the shitty. I'm sorry, when you're in when you're hitting a low point, because the universe listened to you. The universe said, okay, he or she wants to be in this shitty marriage. He or she wants to be in this job that's going nowhere. He or she doesn't think that she can be rich, so she's gonna continue to suffer in there. You know what I'm saying? So the universe said, oh, okay, he or she doesn't believe? Okay, no problem. So here, I'm gonna bring you another situation for you to continuously see the pattern here. And then the human is like, okay, there's something that's not working. It's not aligning with me anymore, right? So the universe is like, okay, what are you going to do about it? I'm going to, you have the strength, you have the power within you, human, to make these decisions on your own. The reason you're staying, and the loyalty that you are staying in these situations is ego-based. It's societal-based. It's programmed-based. You have no loyalty to anyone except for yourself. And children, of course. I always say that, right? But in this case, it's you're holding yourself back from your truth, your true self, your true vision, your true path, if you think about it. And I don't really care how many years you've been with someone, or how many years you're living in that house, or how many years that you even people are tied to their parents. They have it's not something to be tied to. It's something to be grateful for that they brought into your life. But otherwise, that's it. It's because of a distorted reality that we live in that the programs are set in place. You have to. If anything is telling you that you have to follow an obligation, that's not life. That's not freedom. if you're following something, right? First of all, you have to follow yourself, not a rule, a regulation, or thing like that. You know, it's just like, doesn't work. It doesn't work. You'll notice that as you evolve on this journey, that no, like, you're suffocated. If you feel suffocated in a relationship, if you feel claustrophobic, if you feel like, you know, if you feel boxed in, if you feel there's something that needs to be addressed, and your loyalty is not going to cut it anymore. So the strength card is for reals here. Let me see what else is showing. Oh, wow. The Fool card. Getting vulnerable. Look, she's coming out of the lotus flower that's stuck in the mud, and she's like, oh my God, I got to free myself. He or she, whoever you are watching this, whether you're female or male watching this, you're somehow have programmed, you have programmed in your mind that you need to stay in something, relationship, home, job, whatever, because you have no exit. Because, well, this is the life I chose. And every time someone says that, it's a life you chose. No, you're still choosing your life. Your life doesn't end because you chose a marriage, because you chose a career, because you chose. It doesn't matter. Your life never ends. Your choices are endless, boundless, limitless. Man, but you don't understand. I said, I don't understand every single person's situation. Of course not. But I kind of understand the big picture here. And the only reason we find ourselves stuck is because we don't see the big picture. We're living in our limitation. This life is not limited. It's not limited. It's only limited because you choose it to be limited. Because you think that your life choices, like your life it's just a little speck in this whole universe, right? And it's easily changed into a different speck in the whole universe. You have the ability to choose your own path. But we get stuck in our minds, and we get stuck in our scenarios, and we get stuck in our loops, and our patterns, and our obligations, and all these rules that don't exist. And the universe is like, yo, release yourself. And the universe is saying this. Your higher self is coming in saying, come on, man. What are you doing, Pisces? Why are you playing small here? And it's not about playing a big, I'm not telling you to go play like the big ass role leader. I'm not asking for that. I'm asking you to question yourself here. Let's do some critical thinking here. Would you advise your best friend, your people in your life to follow your current state of decision making? That changes everything, changes perspective. You have the Hangman is your card, Pisces. It's the Norse god Odin, who decided one day to hang upside down on a tree branch for 7 nights and 8 days or something, to get a different perspective of life, seeing it upside down. That's you, Pisces. So are you doing the same with your life right now? Is it time maybe to turn upside down and look at your life in a different way? And I'm only saying this because we take our lives too seriously. And when we make, I don't know if you've ever made a decision at one point in your life and you look back and you're like, oh, thank God I chose to break up with that guy. Oh my God, look, I feel so free. Oh my God, thank God I moved out of that house. Or thank God I did this. Oh my God. Woo, even the littlest of decisions that you made and you look back on it years later and you're like, oh, imagine if I stayed in that. Right? So it's the same thing that's happening right now for you. There's something that's holding you down. It's keeping you small because you're being loyal to an imagination, an illusion, while you're cramping yourself in a room, You're keeping yourself imprisoned there. The Emperor energy, which is the Emperor or the Empress energy, the father, the mother energy. Is this an issue with your parent? Maybe. Is it an issue with your partner? Maybe. Your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Could be an energy like that. Is it you moving into your Emperor and your Empress role? 1,000%. It's you, like, you know, like without the word of control, but taking control of your life again, kind of energy. It's like, you know, owning your truth. Because here, what I see, Pisces, is you just following some inane rule that you need to stay in something that is keeping you small. I have to do, because, you know, like, you know, I don't know, there's like a very interesting energy, like this stuck energy here. It's almost like you've been stuck for the longest time, and you're choosing to be stuck in it. And it's okay, it's comfortable. I don't mind. I don't mind being in a stuck place. And the universe is like, no, I'm sorry. And I hate to bring this up, because, and I don't hate to bring it up because I'm bringing it up anyways. It's like the universe. At one point, we will evolve. We will move into like a newer, lighter energy. But the people who choose to remain in the mud will remain in the mud until the next lifetime, right? And it's okay. And I'm not saying, oh my God, this is for you to fear. No, it's not for you to fear this. Like, if you want to stick in the mud, then enjoy the mud, right? Like at that point, right? And it's like, don't be afraid of change, is what I'm trying to say. Don't be afraid. Don't pigeonhole yourself to stay stuck in the mud. Pisces didn't come in this earth to play that game, because you are elevated. You live in a higher frequency than most people, right? But you also live in a diluted. Your Neptune is your planet, so you live deeply in the delusion and in the illusion. So you can get stuck in there very easily, more than someone else. So just be aware of that, but also be aware of the high level of frequency that is being provided to you. And that's why maybe you feel a little bit more than a lot of people, because the universe is like handing you more frequency like situations. Like, you're the emperor here, you're the empress, you can handle this. But also because the king of trees, pentacles, is your final outcome, which is a Taurus energy. This is an Aries. It's Aries. If it's an Empress, it's a Taurus, Libra. This is an Aquarius. This is a Leo. So everything is very powerful here, showing up. To me, I feel like it's interesting. Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, all fixed energy. You know, this energy that is like, you're a mutable energy. You're very more flexible, adaptable. This is more like grounded energy. And it's asking you to get a little grounded. And own your truth, kind of thing. Own your path. These are very powerful energies. Is your, you know, like, is it like, is it someone that's going to be strong along with you and helping you move away from this stuck energy here? Maybe. Are you growing with someone? Maybe, but you're going to have to get out of this before we grow into this. You know, it's very interesting. Well, there's a powerful energy, and there could be someone coming in to help you, definitely. These are people, again, in your lives. But it takes your courage here. Courage here to flee this. To release yourself from this loyalty that you have that doesn't feel aligned with you anymore. It doesn't feel right. And it's like only keeping you small and keeping you bogged down into like this lower frequency, which doesn't match your frequency, my beautiful Pisces. You chose to be a Pisces in this world. And it's time to like step into that. And I kind of like, my North Node is in Pisces, which is moving towards this. And I could see that because it's like that mud stuckness. It's not working anymore. And I'm willing to align myself with people, you know, emperors, empresses, kings, and queens who are ready to take me on, right? Ready to work on this together. Let's do this. But I'm only going, that's so freaking awesome. Like, these are the kind of people that you need to be aligning with. The kings and queens, the emperors and empresses. No more like, you know, low feeding, bottom feeding energy anymore. No more like the dog energy in this case is that. No more root chakra energy, you know, people, the villagers, no more village people, right? In that case, in that sense, like the followers of the rules. No, no more this, more masters. That's that energy that you need to start embodying. Wow, I love it. Okay, wow, that took me a while. All right, I love you, Pisces. I hope that this didn't trigger you too much. But it's also a way to, like, this is a very common theme that has showed up in these past readings of people holding on to this loyalty, this obligation. But it's keeping you not fulfilling your true role on this earth. So think of it like that. And like, as soon as you like confront this, face this, and release this, think of the freedom that comes along with this. The new beginning that shows up, you know, this new, like, working with kings and queens, you know, and of course it's like a metaphor here. It's working with people elevated in a higher frequency with you, instead of sticking here with the village people. All right. All right, Pisces, I love you. Check out your rising, your moon, your sun, your Venus, whatever else to explore, expand your reading this week. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.